As the battle between the two half-siblings heats up in Season 2, Alicent is probably going to have some regrets on how Aegon II's coronation was handled, especially when people on both sides start dropping. And we've seen quite a few shots of Alicent looking very emotional, and she even had this line in the teaser trailer.
We fought. Many will die.
So it would make sense at one point, to get the bloodshed to stop, that she would try to tell Rhaenyra in some way or another that her father told her on his deathbed he wanted her son Aegon to sit the throne and not her. But how exactly would Rhaenyra respond to that? There's a high chance in Season 2 that someone, most likely Alicent, will tell Rhaenyra to stand down because they were simply following Viserys' dying wish for his son Aegon to sit the throne. That would be a logical step, especially given what Alicent said to Rhaenys when she was imprisoned.
We do not rule, but we may guide the men that do. Gently, away from violence and sure destruction, and instead toward peace.
Alicent wants the least amount of bloodshed, and despite tormenting Rhaenyra for years, may try to tell Rhaenyra what she thought Viserys said on his deathbed. Now, I think if she would have told Rhaenyra this before Luke's death, Rhaenyra may have been more likely to listen, though still wouldn't be happy or quite believe them. But knowing about the prophecy of Aegon the Conqueror, Rhaenyra would have been more likely to go, okay, how can we resolve this in a more peaceful way? And you wouldn't blame Rhaenyra for not believing Alicent. Rhaenyra knows that Alicent hates her and the horrible things she said about her. Rhaenyra also knows about Otto's ambitions and that Alicent has been his pawn many times. So this information may have led to her talking something out with Alicent and making a deal to reduce the bloodshed. However, now with the death of her child, if Rhaenyra is told the information, I just think she will absolutely refuse to believe it. Again, she dealt with Alicent's scorn for years and knows the woman doesn't like her. She knows of Otto's ambitions. She will have her blood for what Alicent's sons have done. I mean, if Alicent's own father didn't believe her,
He told me he wished for Aegon to be king. It is the truth, uttered with his own lips. His last words to me, and I was the only one to hear it.
if Alicent's own son didn't believe her,
You will be king.
And my father never wanted this.
That's not true.
He had 20 years to name the heir and never did. Steadfastly, he upheld Rhaenyra's claim.
He changed his mind.
Wow. No. He could have, but he never did. Because he didn't like me.
why would her frenemy? So I think even if Rhaenyra believed Alicent, which she absolutely won't, she wouldn't back down at this point. How could she trust the Greens when she sees how easily they schemed under her father's nose? They crowned Aegon without even telling her of her father's death. How could she trust her children would be safe from the Greens and war criminal Aemond? But like, subscribe, let me know how you think Rhaenyra would take the news if someone told her, hey, Aegon on the throne is actually Viserys' dying wish. He didn't want you. Do you think she would believe them? Do you think that would change her mind? Do you think it would have worked if it was before Luke's death? Just let me know.